for the best part of the last 50 years, the Liberian economy has largely been a two-commodity economy, namely rubber and iron ore. So as a result of Liberia's dependence and over-reliance on these two commodities, whenever there were dips and blips in terms of the global prices, in terms of the world's prices for commodities, we've always felt a profound impact on our government's ability to raise revenues and generate foreign exchange, and our people's ability to maintain and retain jobs, as well as the fortunes for rubber farmers, as well as our fathers and sisters and brothers and mothers who work in the industrial, in the mining sector. So now there's a greater emphasis to diversify the economy and move out of this over-reliance and dependence on these two commodities. And the way the conversation has transformed itself is to focus on general agriculture, all of the aspects of agriculture beyond rubber, to focus on manufacturing, but critically also start to think seriously about a very untapped area, which is tourism. Today, for example, we are here in Torso, Cape Mount County, where we've come to add our own support to the Wilimenja Resort, a beautiful resort here on Lake Piso, which was financed largely by the Liberia Bank for Development and Investment. But when we look at the tourism potential on a more holistic basis, you cannot help but appreciate the fact that our country has been, I guess, one of the most blessed and most naturally endowed country in terms of natural gifts from God. I'll name you a few examples. You have the beautiful shores of Lake Piso here in Cape Mount County. You have the Gola Forest in northwestern Liberia. You have the East Nimba Reserve in northern Liberia. You have the Sapo National Park in the southeast. You have the twin rivers that lead straight into the ocean in Grand Cess, with beautiful rock formations and places that make you feel that you are back again in the Garden of Eden. You have Lake Shepherd in Maryland County. All of these natural endowments provide a useful opportunity for expanding, developing, and attracting investment into the tourism sector. Why is it important? Tourism accounts for quite a sizable bit of foreign exchange in terms of the West African landscape. If you went to Gambia, for example, where there are no mineral resources, that country survives largely on tourism. There's a whole district called the Sarakunda district in Gambia that attracts hundreds of millions of dollars because it etched its foundation in tourism. Whether the Volta region in Ghana, for example, or you go to the Voodoo Shrine in Lome, for example, we must look at what God has given us in terms of tourism and then have a transformative agenda around it in order to attract the investment in terms of roads, in terms of hotels, in terms of entertainment, and all of the critical ingredients and implements that will help to boost the tourism sector. And I can tell you, we look forward to the day where not just focus on agriculture or focus on tourism or focus on health or focus on education or focus on the IT sector, who are also critical sectors for development of any country, any economy at large. Tourism could help drive all of this sector in a catalytic way. And that is why it's important that as we've built small steps through the creation of a Nana Lodge in Rubber Sport, Wilimenja in Otoso, or Avino in Ganta, or Jackie's in Ganta, or Florida in Swedru, we are taking small but steady steps and measures in expanding the tourism sector, but expanding the sector not just for the sake of expanding it, but getting Liberian private sector participation in the tourism sector. And so when I made a point during the opening of Wimenja that the conversation, first and foremost, as a development banker, in terms of how do we attract foreign exchange, how do we create jobs, how do we create a medium economy, how do we get the requisite infrastructure we need to drive our business processes and drive the untapped opportunities and potential our economy has. It was in that context that the tourism sector could play a significant role in answering some of these questions. And so I welcome what I see here in Cape Mount. I believe it is a very important first step in a number of steps, and it is incumbent upon all of us to lend our support, either through patronage, either through just spreading the word, so that the world knows what exists here in Cape Mount, the beautiful Lake Piso and Wimenja, being there to cater to the needs of tourists. And I believe as the more we do this, the greater potential there is in making the tourism sector a vibrant and contributive sector in terms of the Liberian economy.
I was saying to someone a few years ago, you came to Lake Piso, there was nowhere to even sit. Today we have this beautiful, beautiful resort, Wimenja, and you have Nana Lodge. So it's like you said, it's a good step. And thanks for LBDI support for this project, and thank you for talking to me.
It's a pleasure.
All right.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.